Hi, I'm Tyler Sutton. I'm a senior research analyst with the Public Sector Digest. I've been working here for 2 years. I'm from London, Ontario, so coming back to work here in the downtown core was a major draw for me. My position is pretty diverse, as the title kind of lends to my job. I'm an analyst. But because it's a smaller organization, I do have the opportunity to do quite a few different things. I am a writer. I get to do some interviewing and HR work, and some marketing and communications as well. So it's a pretty fantastic opportunity to get some exposure in many different fields, meet quite a few different people from different organizations. It is the Public Sector Digest, so there is a focus there on government, but obviously government does not operate in a silo, so we come across the public sector, not-for-profit, and everything in between. Probably the most challenging part of my job would be staying relevant and current, especially in the public sector. Our publication is competing with so much other information that's out there. Our main readership, senior managers and leaders in the public sector have so much information coming across their desk that it's a challenge for us to get recognized. But we are getting out there, and part of my job is to chat with those leaders to ask them what it is that they need more information about, what they're dealing with and what their greatest challenges are, and how we can fill in that gap for them in terms of research and building a base of knowledge and best practices so that they can do their job even better.
What do you like best about this job?
The thing I like best about this job, there'd be two things. One I already mentioned, which is the diversity of it. I knew coming out of school I didn't want to work in a field where you're focused on one task Monday to Friday, and you don't have an opportunity to really stretch your limits and try new things. In this position here at Public Sector Digest, I've really had the opportunity to get outside of my comfort zone and try things that I had no exposure to in my education, and that I never thought I'd be that interested in. The second thing I like about it is that opportunity to not only impact change, but to do it at a very practical level. So in my education, I was exposed to a lot of challenges at the global level, national level, local, provincial. But in academia, there is a tendency for there to be an emphasis on the problem instead of a solution. In this role, I've really had the opportunity to, through my research and through my exposure to those people that are out there actually on the front lines dealing with these issues, come up with some tangible solutions and talk about which ones work, why they're working, and how they can be improved to facilitate even greater change.
And can you tell us about the path that you took to get to this position?
Certainly. So, started at the University of Western Ontario after high school. Went straight into my undergraduate work, starting out generally in social science. Took a liking to both sociology and anthropology, doing a double major. As my years continued on, kind of narrowed that down to just sociology, so I finished with changed it to a specialization in sociology. Excellent opportunities for learning, as I mentioned, about some of the most important issues and really a critical knowledge, critical thinking perspective of way of looking at those problems. So it was a great undergraduate experience, had excellent professors and very interesting courses, but I was certainly ready after my undergraduate degree to learn more about some of the tangible, applicable ways to address those challenges. So instead of continuing on in sociology, I looked into a master's in public administration degree. There's quite a few good programs across Canada, but decided on the program at Queen's University. The program there is a condensed one-year MPA program, so that was attractive to me over some of the two-year programs. Having done a four-year degree and going straight into my master's, it was more attractive to get that piece of the puzzle finished quicker, so I could start getting some work experience. And Queen's is obviously an excellent school, so decided on that program. Started there and focused on social policy, exposed to some pretty incredible professors working from the Ontario Public Service and the federal government. And towards the end of that program, with its practical nature, we were given quite a few opportunities to interview with government organizations straight out of the program, which was pretty fantastic considering that I was graduating kind of at the peak of the recession. So there was certainly concern that our cohort would have issues after graduation, but that didn't seem to be the case. We had quite a few opportunities to get right into policy analysis. So I interviewed with the Ontario Public Service and was offered a position in Toronto as a policy analyst. But at the same time, I came across the position here with the Digest in London. Very different paths, one in Toronto, one in London, and it really came down to what I thought I could learn more from and which opportunity presented me with the further opportunities to not only grow within my career, but to make sure that I wasn't going to look back down the road in my career and have any regrets about missed opportunities. I had heard that once you're in government, it's kind of like the mafia, you don't get out. So I thought that opportunity could always be a possibility down the road. Doing more of this analysis work in the private sector was something I had never done before and that I just couldn't turn down. And then at the same time, it was in my hometown. So really attractive opportunity that I am happy I made. And it's interesting because now I'm learning quite a bit about government and policy analysis from the outside, which I think would only add to my expertise and perspective if I do choose to go back into the public sector and government down the road.
Thank you very much.